Hello again, you're watching Today on this Tuesday afternoon here on eNCA DSTV channel 403. Now, Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams has announced his mayoral committee. It includes ActionSA and the Freedom Front Plus. ActionSA will be running the human settlements and economic development portfolios, while the Freedom Front Plus will be in charge of health. Now, as eNCA's Govan Whittles reports, the coalition partners say the new majority government will make running the city much easier.
Mayor Randall Williams. Mayor, thank you so much for your time. So it's a six-party coalition. Just tell us how you managed to secure the deal and what it means for Pretoria and for Tshwane at large.
Well, we said we wanted to do things differently from what we've done in 2016, where we were only able to cobble together a minority coalition and we were dependent on the EFF to vote with us to give us a majority. This time around, we worked very hard on putting together a majority coalition. So now we've got 109 seats. Majority in Tshwane means 108 seats. We've got a 109-seat coalition consisting of the DA, the VF Plus, ActionSA, ACDP, COPE, and IFP. And we believe with a majority in council, it's easier to negotiate with other parties to get your reports and stuff through. It doesn't mean because you're now a majority in council that you're going to ignore the other parties. That is not the way I work. I believe we should have consensus in council where we can accommodate the other opposition parties. We will definitely do so.
And some of the other political parties that aren't in the mayoral committee would presumably be in the chairpersons of oversight portfolio committees as well. But one interesting feature of your committee here is the absence of an environment and agriculture management, MMC. Just tell us why you haven't appointed anyone there. Does that mean negotiations are still on?
No, it doesn't really mean negotiations are still on. It just means that certain parts of the coalition agreement, the implementation has been delayed. The environment position will be filled up by a DA candidate, but we will finalize it by the end of January.
All right, thank you so much. That's Mayor Randall Williams. He's the mayor of the city of Tshwane. And joining me now as well is the leader of ActionSA in Tshwane, Abel Tau. He's the MMC for Human Settlements, freshly appointed. Mr. Tau, congratulations on your appointment as MMC of Human Settlements. ActionSA has performed significantly better than expected, and you've got control of a powerful portfolio. Just tell me what you think of the negotiations and your appointment to this portfolio.
Thank you so much, and good morning to the viewers. Basically, we are excited as ActionSA because we had always said the era of talk is over and now it's time for action. And being given a portfolio such as human settlement, it becomes very, very important that we become those people that actually act on this. You know that the city of Tshwane sits with well over 200 informal settlements. You sit with flood victims who now 2 years later are still in the floodplains. There's all sorts of challenges when it comes to this portfolio in particular. And I don't think it could have been given to a much better, individual to lead this portfolio than myself, in that I have worked in these communities. I have been really somebody who's known for getting their hands dirty, and therefore we are going to hit the ground running and turn things around for especially the poor people of Tshwane who are faced with a lot of challenges when it comes to human settlement.
And of course, your capabilities will be put to the test and be reflective of ActionSA's capabilities. You went into the negotiations and made a lot of demands. Some people said you were demanding a lot. As ActionSA, are you happy with how you've come out of these negotiations and the positions you've managed to secure?
We are definitely happy with how we have come out of these negotiations, but it was never about ActionSA and positions. It was always about what we have promised the people of South Africa, of Tshwane in particular in our case, and we therefore went into these negotiations understanding that we don't want to be part of coalitions at all costs. It has to be about principle, and the principle is about putting the people at the center of our negotiations. If you look at the coalition arrangement, you realize that it encapsulated encapsulates a lot of principles that talk to a people-centric government, which is...
But it's also a coalition with a lot of personalities in it, and when you left the Democratic Alliance, there was some tensions. You think you'll be able to work with the DA again?
Look, I don't think that there would be anything wrong with us working with the DA. We've always committed that it's about people. It's about a pro-poor approach. And right from the onset, I have always been, even within the DA, somebody who advocated for a much closer and a much more concerted effort towards social justice. This is what ActionSA talks to, and it is a pillar in one of our core values. And therefore, we will continue in that trajectory. And now it's even better because you are backed by a party that actually believes in that value. But there will not be clashes of personalities. Like I always said, it was never about Abel Tau or Randall Williams or any other character in the DA or outside of that. It was always about what I believed was for the people and good for the people. And that's where we have always kept it in that principle, and that's where we are going to continue.
All right, thank you so much. That's Abel Tau, is the leader of ActionSA in the city of Tshwane. He's also the MMC of Human Settlements. It's just been announced by Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams. Well,